Hi, I'm John Keillor, and I'm here today to tell you about my 5 books available through Kindle Direct Publishing. That's via Amazon, and they are available as ebooks or paperback. My first book is Undocumented, and this is my most standard type novel. It was begun in the late 90s, and then I fiddled around with this one for a very long time to get it right. And it's a love story between a poor trailer park boy and a rich girl of East Indian ancestry, and they fall in love in a University of Victoria and have a stormy and interesting relationship. It's true and half true, so that's the foundation of all of my other works. And moving on, this was a book that I started here in Toronto. This is called Music Without God Inside the Critic. And this book is divided into 2 parts. The first half is called From Slayer to Stereolab, and those are musical memoirs with philosophical study commentary on each of the memoirs. The second half applies the philosophical study to fiction, as the philosophy comes in the form of dialogues from 2 previous versions of the self. One is a 16-year-old, and the other is a 16-year-old heavy metal fan from a small town. The other one is a 30-year-old graduate student of music history. These are former selves of the author. So in the bicker about how the story should go in the second half, whereas in the first half they bicker about what makes music good and that sort of thing. Although the title, you should realize, is not exactly it's not exactly what it looks like now. It was written with atheist intentions, but it has been recast a bit, and that's explained in the preface, that it's more of a cautionary tale about being without any form of faith. And the fiction bits feature this character, who is basically me, in a story that's true and half true. And those fiction bits carry on to something that is complete fiction: Stalin Gorilla. And as you can see from here, it says assassin pursues slave, daughter battles monster, son annoys father and fights monsters and mujahideen and communists, religion run by assassin, Russia run by mother, father finds radio, son finds slave. What is that? That is a distillation of the entire story, more or less. It's and one of the main characters was the girlfriend of the character that was based on me, who's no longer in any of this stuff. To move on to one of the 2 twins, I call them. These are my 2 total fiction books. The second half one is a post-apocalyptic Canadiana novel, 4 Cities. And here it says, smoldering smokestack deathmobile, our mayor rocks on rock and coal, smoldering from his smokestacks. Our mayor rolls up Finch alone, smoldering night smile, he's on fire, whoa. Our mayor knows nothing can go wrong, whoa, his boys are gonna hook him up, go, go, go. And that is inspired by the Misfits and the former mayor of Toronto, Rob Ford. He was a great man. His brother's in office now, is a great man. Hilarious tale of what happens in a post-apocalyptic Canada, featuring characters from Stalin Gorilla. And that, so you have what happened all the way through, from a foundational character to a character in a story being invented, to 2 long-standing novels, to finally Rainmaker, Canadian short stories. There are 8 stories. The first 4 stand independently, and the second 4 carry on the plot from 4 cities in a post-apocalyptic Canada in 2030. So these books are written with video game energy. And that is to say, in this current day and age, the literary scene isn't exactly popping. I mean, there's Huellebeck and there's Franzen, and they're really great, but I'm seeing more energy coming out of people enjoying games like Rust or StarCraft 2 or something like that. There are games that are, video game culture is very much alive, and I want to harness some of that energy. Short form, I like Pynchon plots and Hemingway sentences. I like short books, obviously, and I just want you to know that if you check me out at amazon.com/author/John Keillor, you'll find an author who's very hungry, is completely self-sponsored. There's no government funding or anything that's going into my work, and I really appreciate the time you've taken to watch this video. Have a great day and keep reading. Cheers.